Welcome everybody to another Sudoku video. I still need to title this series. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. But anyways, we are going to be playing Molly Hogan. It's just so you guys know, it's a if you guys haven't seen this series, it's Sudoku. You know, like if there's a 7 right here, there can't be another 7 right here because it's a column of 1 through 9. Same thing, 1 through 9 in a row and a 1 through 9 in a grid. But there's extra rules that apply, so basically it makes the puzzles a lot more fun and stuff like that. So if you haven't played this kind of stuff before, you can pause the video, play this link if you have played, if you want to do it. Link is in the description below. But yeah, I'm gonna play this one. I didn't read the entire rules, so maybe I should do that before the video. But it looked a lot of fun just based on like all the different types of things, and I was like, hey, this will be an interesting one. So I'm gonna play this blind. Don't know exactly how we're gonna do it, but we will complete it, and we will complete it to its finest degree. But yeah, so go ahead and play the link below. If not, let's go ahead and play and see how long this takes me. So normal Sudoku rules apply. Gray lines, which are right here, must read the same in either direction. So my guess is, like, say for example, if this is a 1 and a 2, this would have to be a 2 and a 1 because it has to read exactly the same. Yeah, so like if this is a 1, this would be a 1. If this is a 2, this would have to be a 2, 3, 3. But it also could be like, you know, a 7 and a 7. Obviously it can't be a 7, but like that's basically how those lines work. Digits along a arrow sum to the digit in the circle. So this right here is the sum of these right here. So this plus this plus this plus this equals that. What else? Okay, digits within a cage sum. So right here, they have to equal the number on the upper left, which is 14 for this one, and then 23 for this one. Gray and yellow cells, so yellow, are clones. The digits are the same and appear in identical order for each clone. Oh, okay. I thought it was just gonna be the same digits. So if this is a 1, it's in the same order, so this would also be a 1 if like we were figuring that out. So if it was like 1 4 7, it would be 1 4 7. Same thing with the gray ones, they're gonna match in that same order. Okay, Molly Hogan, let's do this. I want to start in the middle. Only reason why I want to start in the middle is because I see that's a really high number for a sum. 23, and I believe 9 plus 7 plus yeah. Because if you add 9 plus like 8 plus 6, see that's 14, and then that's 23, so it's 9, 8, 6. Those are the only 3 combinations that would make a 23 with 3 numbers that are lower than 10, like in a 1 through 9. Okay. So since we know that, oh, you know what we also know? So, fun fact, because this isn't a grid, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus blah 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 all the way to 9 is 45. So we know this sum right here because of these two. So 45 minus 14 is 31, and then minus 23 is 8. So right here, this would be a sum of 8. We already have a 5 in it, so that means these two cells equals 3. So we know that this is the 1-2 pair. which means that this has to be that. And that's 7 plus 7, 14. Yeah, so we know at least what's gonna be in here. And just for giggles and shits, I'm just gonna put the numbers that we know that is going to be in these. We don't know which order they're gonna be or anything like that, but we at least know that they're gonna be in there. Okay, where do we want to go now? What I thought was really interesting was these circles right here have to be a single digit, but there's like 4 numbers that go into here. So say for example, if this was an 8, even if this was a 1, a 1, 2, it would have to be. So this is a 1, 1, 2, so that's 3. It has to be, this would, highest it could be is a 9. So it would at least have to be a 6. So this cannot be an 8. So because we know that, because yeah, like 1 plus 6, 7, and then 8. Oh, I don't even think it could be a 6. Hold on. Oh yeah, it can't be a 6 either. Because again, this would be a 1, 2 pair, so that's 3, and that's 4. 4 plus 6 is 10, so this can't be a 6. So it's either a 3 or a 4. Okay. So the lowest that this can be, because it has to be a 3, is 1 plus 3, 4, plus that is 7. But the 7 is seeing that, so this has to be an 8 or a 9. That is the lowest it can be. Can I do it without a 1? Like right here. Like there's no 1, so the highest, it would have to be, like the minimum it would have to be is a 2 plus 3, just 5. And then 3, 1. Okay, that does work still. So there doesn't have to be a 1 in here. There definitely has to be a 1 in here, but like doesn't have to be totally. Okay. What else? I think I might be done here. Or at least we know, like 3 plus 4, 7. Oh, it can't even be a 4. Okay. Yeah, this can't even be a 3, so 7, and then that would be 10, so the highest this can be is a 2, 1, because, oh, wait, yeah, it would, so 2 plus 3, 5, yeah, that works, sweet. So these are like the numbers that it can be right here. What else? What about the 9? You know what I think is really interesting? Whatever is in here is going to not be in here. Oh, that is interesting. Hold up. This is pretty cool. So we know that these numbers, let's just say, I'll erase these, but let's just say this is 1, 2, 3. We know that 1, 2, 3 is right here, right? Well, let's just say this is 4, 5, 6. We know that 4, 5, 6 has to be here. Meaning, these numbers are going to be the same numbers in different orders, but they're going to be the same numbers. That's pretty cool. So we even have, you know, instead of it being yellow, yellow, we also have a different color. Well, it's not in the same order, but these are going to equal that. That's cool. Okay. So, because we know that, I'm just gonna make this a different color. This color is gonna be this color. The same digits. Because they read the same, these digits are gonna be here. These digits are gonna be here. These digits will be here. And these digits will be here. So those digits are gonna be in the same, like if there's a 1 here, the 1's gonna be in here, 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 here. That is cool. And we at least know that one of the pinks is gonna go right there. Because it has to go backwards. Oh, speaking of that, I don't know if this is even gonna matter, but this right here, because this has to be the same here, and it has to be over here, we know that this is the same color. That's kind of cool. Like, we know that because this color is here, it's gonna be here, and this is the same type of thing. That is super interesting. It's gonna be somewhere right here, which means somewhere right here. I was trying to see if I can figure out like if it's gonna be somewhere over here, but it's not really showing us. I mean, we could kind of do the same thing right here. Like if this was, let's not do that color. If this was right here, this would be right there. This would be right there. I don't know. To me, that's super cool. What we do know though is none of the green digits can be a 7, 5, or 9. So they're definitely gonna have to be, I don't know why, but I'm just gonna label them. Can we tell what's right here? Like, I know 7 is seeing it. It's 2 up in the air with it. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Anyways, that was a cool like drift off, but like, okay, so this 9 right here, we know that it sees this column, and we know it's not in the pink, so 9 is definitely going to be somewhere right here. So we know 9 is going to be in here. Because of that 9, this is an 8. Oh, check that out, and then we kind of dwindle that down. So that can no longer be an 8. So we know for sure that there has to be an 8 right here. That's cool. Can we do any... Before I move on to over here, I want to see if there's anything else I can signify what that 9, what that does. Doesn't really seem like it. We at least know that this is like... Again, minimum that this can be is a 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, which would be 6. So this is going to be either 6, 7, or 8. Just so that we can keep notes on that. You know, I just noticed too. We could have been doing the same thing with these, like, with these pink ones. This, I want to say it's yellow. Since this is, we know it's pink, and this is gray. These are the pink ones. Or, I mean, yellow ones. Is that yellow? I'm just gonna say that they're yellow. So we know that this is yellow. So we know that this is gonna be the same. Because yellow, again, can't go right here, but it can't go right here. So, I should have probably saw it when I was doing the pink ones. These are gonna be the same digits as these. So, we know that there probably can't be an 8 anywhere right here except here. This is the 8. And since this is the 8, this is 1, 2, 3. But we don't know what order yet. Because of that, we know that this is yellow and this is yellow. The only difference between like these ones and these ones are that they're in the same order, right? So like gray and yellow cell groups are clones. The digits are the same and appear in identical order for each clone. Yeah, so these ones are in identical order, but these ones can be in any order. So say for example, this 8, since we know it's right here, has to be right here, so this is the 8. Same thing with this 8 we know has to be somewhere right here, and it has to be right there. Okay. Okay. And because of this, we know that this is gray, this is gray, this is gray, and this is gray. And we at least know that there's 9 somewhere in these things. Okay. All right. We're moving at least. That's good. Okay, so now that we know that fun fact of everything, I wouldn't know the order from right here, but I can at least say that it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 in some particular order. This 3, 4 pair makes this that, so that, I mean, that works. Oh man. Okay, should I label these? Like, wait, these are in the same order. So if 8 is seeing this, that means this cannot be 8. This 8 is seeing this, so this is the 8. Haha! Look at that. Alright, so we know that this is an 8. So these ones are gonna be either a 1, 2, or 3. We still don't know more than that yet. Yeah, we don't know more than that. So, okay. I'm taking that this is probably going to be the 9, but I don't know yet. I don't want to chance that. We at least know also that 7 is going to be in the gray ones. I should probably label that just so that we know for reference that 7 will be somewhere in here. So we need only one more digit for the grays, and then we know which ones are in the grays. We haven't done anything with 5 yet. Does 5 do anything? We know that the 5s can't be in there. Can 5... No. Maybe it's just because 5 is not important. Never mind. Okay. Oh, wait. Wait! The 7's saying this. I know it doesn't really do anything, but because we already know the 7's are right here. But, hey, we got a digit. Same thing as this. This 9 is saying this, so this is a 9. Just don't know what's there yet. I know this is gonna have to be a high digit. Like potentially, so we know. Let's think about like what we do know. We know that it's not gonna be a 6 because the 6 is seeing that. Oh, you know what? But then that makes 6's in here. You know what? Maybe this is good. Maybe I should go through this trail of nonsense. So what? This is what we do know. We know that it could still potentially be a 1. No, it can't be a 1. Because remember I said that there has to be a 1 somewhere in here. Because let's just think that through. So if there's no 1s in here, the lowest that this can be is a 2 plus 3, which is 5, and a 2 plus 3, which is 5, which equals not 8, equals 10. So there has to be a 1 in here. And we know, because of yellow, if there's a 1 in here, there's a 1 in here. So we know for sure that there is a 1. And the only place you could put a 1 here is right here. And then, is there a 4 anywhere in here? No, there's not. So we know that this is a 3, 1. O, M to the G. Oh, wait. Sorry. I was thinking that this was the thing. But perfect. Okay, so we know, so again, we know that this would be the 1. Pressed the wrong button. 1, the 3. We still don't know the order, but we can get rid of the 2's. Let's get rid of the 2's. So we know that there's 1 3 pair in there. Excellent. Nice. This is coming along. It's great. Okay, so since we know now that there's the 1 3 pairs are not in there, what I was gonna say was this 6 sees that, so 6 has to be here. So this can be a 2. It can be a 4. Ew, unfortunately it can be. Dang. And it could be a 5. Can't be a 6, can't be a 7, can't be an 8, can't be a 9. So that is where that's landing. So what does that leave? It's only the 6's that it kind of helps. Damn, that's unfortunate. I was hoping that was gonna show something else, but that's fine. Okay, so we know that either the 4 or the 6 is gonna be right there. We know because of this logic that that 4 and 6 is gonna be right here. And this could probably help us. And we know that these green ones are also speaking of that, let me just label these. Because we know that these 4 and 6's are going to be the same. Since we know this one's red, this one has to be red. That means this is blue. blue, blue, red. So we know that this is 4, 6. 4, 6. 4, 6. Oh, wait. Dang it! No, wait! I'm going backwards. I meant the blue ones. 4, 6. 4, 6. 4, 6. Because of that, this is no longer a 4. So this one's either going to be a 2 or a 5. Alright. Making this green. Making this green. Making this green. I should probably just highlight them. I don't know why I'm going the long way. 4, 4, 6. And then these are 2 5s. Awesome. I'm only labeling it because like once it flows, it's gonna flow. But now we know 4, 6 that this is no longer a 4. This is a 2 5 pair right here. These 4s are seeing this, so we know the blue ones are 6s. Did I get all the blue? I did get all the blue. Okay. So the green ones are 4s. I feel like I need to get rid of all those colors. They're like so hurting the eyes. Let me just do that, yeah. There we go. Okay, that cleaned it up a little bit. All right. We do know this is a 4 because of that. It's in the same order. Just cleaning up a little bit that I didn't finish cleaning up. This number is the same, so this is gonna be. This is either gonna be the 2 5, 7 or 9. This is also gonna be. I just want to check to see if this is I think that might break it. So we know if like this is 2, this would have to be 7 or 9. If this is the 9, this has to be backwards. Like if this is the 9, then that would have to be interesting. Okay. I'm not gonna fill that in, but like it's just interesting how that's gonna flow. Anyways, a little while ago we put a 6 in here. I know we were kind of just going, we're kind of ADDing it around, but the 6 does help this. I think this is gonna make these the 9s because 6 plus the lowest that this can be, so 1, 2, is 9. So we know that this is the 9 and this is the 9. And we know that these are a 1, 2 pair. Let's get rid of those really quick. So because we know that, these 2 make this a 5. This 1 makes this the 3. This has to be in the unique order. We know that this is going to be the case. 3, 1, and that 5 up there sees this. So we know that it's 2 that actually lands in here. And we know that 5s are going to land in here. Did I get all of the yellow and pink? I did. Okay, cool. Oh, crap. No. What did I do? Oh no, I fudged it up somewhere. There has to be a 1 in here. For that to be possible, but this 1 is blocking it. What did I do? I'm trying to see where I fudged it up. Like, it was flowing. Like, it's legit flowing. I don't get it. Crap. This is a 7, 7, 7, 7. But then this would be a 7, and that can't happen. Oh yeah, I messed this up somewhere. Did I read one of the rules wrong? Gray lines must read in the same direction, either in the same direction. Crap. I can't piece this together on where it messed up. Where did it all go wrong? How long have I been doing this? Well, that ain't good. I feel like a woman. Damn. I'm gonna have to go back somehow. Maybe it was the 4s and the 6s? I don't know, maybe it was the 4 and the 6s, because I kind of just mass did it there. Okay. It's 1, 2. So these have to be... So these do have to be 4, 6. Has to be read the same way. Well, that's what I did. That's how I got there. So this 4, 6 sees this, which sees this, which sees that. So we know that these are green. From the other side, I'm trying to remember how I got this blue one. From the other side, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5. And we know it's right here. 2, 5. I'm so confused. That logic is making sense here. 2, 5, 2, 5. Wait. Why did I say it was 2, 5? Hey, stop. I'm like totally lost. Like, I'm like trying to logically piece this together. God, I'm so sorry that I felt like it was like flowing, everything was going great, and then like, God, should I not? Well, that's how I got the 2, 5. Oh. Why did I make this one blue? Because that one's gonna see this. You know what I didn't conclude? I know where I messed up. I know where I messed up. I'm so freaking stupid. When damn it. Okay. I figured out where I messed up. Let's get rid of all this stupid stuff I did. God. That's still right there. Okay, here we go. When I labeled these red, I meant to just basically say, hey, these are going to be the same digits. But when I did the logic, when I was explaining it, earlier, I was like, oh, this is green, so it can't be that. So the red has to go here. No! No! This red can also be here too. Meaning this can be green. And since we know that we failed, this is definitely green. So the greens, like if this is like a 4, all these are 4s. Oh my god. I can't even right now. Okay, so we backtracked at least. I think this is good right here. I can still include, I could still say that this is, like, we'll say, keep this blue, that there will be another blue, because yeah, okay. So we at least know that this will be the other, so we do know that 4 and 6 are in the purple. That's what I'm trying to say. So like somewhere right here, one of these are blue. Okay, I think we're caught up now. I think we're going to get this. My biggest apologies. I'm so sorry for fudging that up earlier. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so we at least know that this is going to be a 2, 4, 5, or 6. This can't be a 6, I mean. This can't be a 4. So we still don't know which one's going to be the blue one. It could be either one of these ones. But we do know that and that because of because that's the way it goes. Because yeah. I'm so upset right now. You don't even know. My god. Okay. What's the time? Ew, 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 the time. Okay. God. I'm so thrown off now. Focus. Drink some coffee. We backtracked a little bit. We should be good. I was trying to figure out like where I was again. Okay. Alright. I think I know where I am. I am just going to put in here what these could potentially be. Which it can be a 2, it can be a 4, it can be a 5, and it can be a 6. I just want to notate that so that when we're going through this, we'll know. Again, this can't be a 4, this can't be a 6 because of sudoku. Okay. This 2 or 5, it's gonna be somewhere right here. What about this? Okay. If this is a 4, can this be a 7? 4. Four and 1, 2 would make that a 7. Will it kill? Let's just pretend. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's just pretend there's no... I mean, I think there has to be a 1 in here. Actually, hold on. If there's no 1 in here, this would be a 2, 3. Which is a 5. 5 plus 4 is... Oh, never mind, that does work. Okay, so the minimum that these can be is a 1, 2, 3 pair, based on this. Oop, my bad. I'm trying to clean it up a little bit. Okay, so we know that this is gonna be a 1, 2, or 3, which is it's gonna do something with all that stuff. Here. Can we conclude the same thing? 2 is pretty low though. Yeah, I'm not sure with that. 5 is seen right here. I'm trying to be so careful now. I can't believe I did that. Like, oh my god. That's what happens when you play with colors. I sounded wrong. I meant like, I was just putting way too much information on the board that it just confused me, and it's like, oh my god. You need to make sure that like, when you do that, you don't assume like, oh, the red and the green are not the same. Like, no, they can be the same. So like, oh my god, just. What we do know is 6. What we do know is if this is 6, this would be 6. Which means that would be 6. Which means this would be 6. Which means this would be 6. Oh, wait. This may help, actually. God, how do I show this though? So, if this was 6, we know for sure that this would have to be 6. Because there can't be a 6 like right here, right? Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, so if this is 6, we know that this is a 6. God. I'm just gonna use a different color because I have to show you guys, like, so this would make that, and we know the green, and this time it actually does work, would be right here. This would be right here, this would be right here, you know, blah, blah, blah. So these would be the 6s right here in all the rows. Now, does that work for the 4s? I don't know if it does. Damn it. I'm trying to do it without labeling it, but I think I have to label it. What color then? Is this a color? No. I don't know. I'll back out of it in a second. Alright, because I just need to figure this out. So this can't be here. So this would have to be the 4, by the way. So if this is the 4, it would have to go here, which would be the green ones. And because it can't go here, or we go here. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Reason being is because this can never be a 4. Like, this is the simple way of saying it. I went a really long path of explaining it. But the key to this is basically, if this is a 6, this would make that the 4. That's just how it is. So if this is the 6, this is the 4. Problem is, you can't have 4 right here because this 4 is seeing this. So the 4 has to go here. So therefore, actually, that I just figured out that still works. Okay, you know what? God, do I give up? I'm so like... It's not even... I like, look at the time it's been taking me. Oh my lord. Oh my word, is that what I have, is what I have to say. So, okay. Five. Ah, shish kebab. Oh. Okay. Okay. Now I have it. My God. Okay. Because of all that freaking mess, I freaking forgot to just play it simple. The reds that can be green, maybe, possibly, which we already kind of know it's going to be. But again, I'm trying to do this with logic. But I totally forgot. This cannot be a 4 because I labeled it here. Because of these right here. All right. So because the red is not a 4, this and these cannot be 4. So because these can't be 4, and this can't be a 2. Oh, yeah, because it has to be either, it has to have a 1 or a 3, right? But if we say that there's no 2 in here, then it's a 1-3 pair, but you can't do that because you have to have at least one of those digits here. So this has to have a 2, which means these don't have a 2 here. Good. So it means there's no 2 here. Does that do anything? I don't know if that does anything. I guess what it's saying is that we at least know that there's gonna be a 5 or a 6 and one of these. Right? Like, that's at least what that's saying, like. I mean, there's no 2 here. God, I just want to be super, super careful with this. Crap! Crap. No. I have to go back. This is still true. This is not true. Damn it. I just looked at this again because I was like, if this is a 9, 4 plus 1 doesn't need to have a 2 in it. It doesn't need to have a 2 in it. Damn it. Oh my god. This puzzle is like destroying me. I'm at least safe. Like, I didn't fudge anything up, right? Yeah, because the 4 still doesn't make sense to be there, so this still is 2, 5, 6. Okay. But the 2 logic, damn! I thought that was gonna go somewhere. I was so happy for a second, but then I messed it up. My apologies. This is a good puzzle. I know, like, it looks like I'm like super frustrated, which I am a little bit. But this is actually a really, really good puzzle. So like, it just like I had to backtrack because it like threw me off. So like now I have to like restudy what I'm doing, but I'm also looking to see if I made any other mistakes. I think the logic up to this point, like at least just right here, it's pretty sound, I think. Knock on wood. Yeah. You know what I can say? Oh. Yeah. You know what I can say? Just want to make sure I don't mess this up. I actually want to say it, but then be right. Yeah, that has to be right. Okay. I'm gonna introduce a new color, guys. Even though I said I wasn't going to. God, that's a horrible color to see. There's like no colors left. Damn it. Yeah, we're just doing that one then. Okay. So this has to be in the same order. So it's this. This cannot be a 6 because of this. That checks out. So there's no 6 in here. Meaning the 6s are very restrictive here. Where can this be a 6 here? This is what I'm trying to hope for. This right here can't go here. And it can't go here. It has to be here. Trying to do this as slow as possible. So we know these are the 6s, guys. Oh man, okay. I cracked myself up. This is great. Okay, let's see if we can do the same logic over here. 6s. This. That one's gonna go here, and that one's gonna go here, so this is not a 6. And I messed things up. This is not a 6, okay. So we know the 6s are gonna be somewhere right here. Okay, did that open anything up? That is where I was trying to get with. Did it? I don't think so. I'm not seeing it. Damn. Five. I got something. I don't know if this is gonna help at all. I really don't know if this is gonna help, but like, what I was gonna say was you need at least, you know, the pinks in the column. There has to be 3 pinks in a row. So does it have to be this one? The answer is no, because it could still be here, like this 4. This 2 or 4 could be here, so that could be the pink. Damn. Do I need to focus on something else? Like this color, this one is gonna be here. This is it's gonna be here. Which makes this one makes this one going to be here and here. It has to be in the same order. Oh my god, I've been thinking of this all wrong. Hold on. Hold your horses, Michael. We know for sure that the... Oh my god, okay. So we know for sure that the 4s have to be somewhere here, right? So like we know the 4s are gonna be right here, 4s, 4s, and could be anywhere there. But 4s and blah blah blah, right? We know this. So 6s and 4s are in there. The 9s and the 7s are in here, but I totally forgot that like wherever they are in here have to be in here. And does that do anything for here? Because like, say for example, if this, like what can this be? That's what I'm trying to say. This could be a 2. It could be a 4. No, I'm sorry. I said the 4s and the 6s are not in there. It could be a 5, 7, or a 9. Those are the digits that it can be. And so I'm going to label those here. So that means right here, this should not be a 4. I don't know why I still had that in there. I think when I went backtracked, I undid that one. Anyways, I'm just gonna get rid of these like confusing marks right here. Okay. All right. So, because we know that, what can this be? Has to be either a 2 or a 5. I mean, it can't be a 2 or 5 because if, let's just say it's a 5. Let me see, 2, 1, 2, or 1, 3. Well, it can't be 3. Oh yeah, can that even be possible then? So if this is a 2, we know for sure that's not a 2. That's one thing. But can it be a 5? It would have to be, this is a 2, so then we need a 3 here. And the only way to get a 3 is a 1-2 pair. That does work. Crap. Didn't help as much as I thought it was going to help. It's okay. It's okay. Let's just keep going. Maybe this is going to break the logic somewhere. We know that's right there. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. So here we know it's 2. This has to be a minimum of 4, so this can't be. So this has to be a 5. It can still be a 7 because 4 plus 1 and 2 works. Yeah, it works. So we know that whatever this digit is cannot be here, which means it cannot be here, which means it cannot be here because of that. It can't be here. So we know that whatever this digit isn't, or wait, did I say that wrong? Okay, this is a 7. 7 can't be here, can't be here, can't be here. So this would be a 7. That's what I'm trying to say. So again, if this is a 7, can't go here, can't go here, which means that it can't be there, and it also can't be there. So then this would be the 7. Does this work with 9? Yes. Yes. So this can't be a 5. It's either gonna, because it has to be the same number. This will be the same number. Which, just like the 8, oh my god, okay, here we go. Whatever this is, so it's not gonna go here, but it's gonna be the same number here. which is not going to go there. And since we know that these are duplicates, it can't go there. So this number is always going to be here. So whatever that is, it flows like that. I'm trying to think to myself, if this is a 7, again it has to be a 4 plus 1, 3, 7. Two and then 1, 4. Yeah, that still can work. Never mind. Blech. Trying to see if like the 5 was gonna open something up, but I don't see it opening it. I totally forgot. This number and this number makes this number. So this cannot be a 5. Bleeds in over here. So this can't be a 5. Oh wait. Sorry. It can be. 'Cause this can't be a 5. That could still be a 5. Oh, hi. Why are you licking me? Hi. That tickles. That tickles. I think I solved what... That tickles so much. Okay. Why are you He's like licking my tattoo. What a good bobo. Okay, what I was gonna say is I think I finally got what digit is in the gray one by doing that logic with the 5s. So this 5, seeing this, makes this not 5. And we concluded earlier that these can't be 5 because of that, right? So, because we know that this has to be the same number, and we know because of this has to be here, that means these two digits like reverse each other, right? So this digit What I'm trying to say is it can't be 5 because of this. If this was a 5, this logic would not work. But because this 5 is breaking this, that means if I put a 5 here, where can I put it here? I can't put it there, so this would break it. So this is not a 5, which makes this not a 5, which makes that not a 5, which makes that not a 5. So we have the digits that we need because we know that this can't be a 5. This is a 2. I want to be so careful when I do this. Oh my god. Okay, so we know the digits now for the columns. Finally. Oh my god. I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. So I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. So I'm gonna take 2. Oh, what happened? Let's go back. I don't know what the hell. Just to make sure we're doing this right. Anyways, these cannot be 2s. There we go. And this can't be a 2. That can still be a 2. And that can still be a 2. Okay. There we go. Those are the digits right there. Let me get a swig of this. Did that help with anything? Man. I like that I finally put an actual digit in here. Here's a fun fact. If that's right here and that's right there, this is a 7, 9 right here. Can I do the same thing here? Sure can. This digit, it's gonna be right here somewhere. It's kind of fun. We don't know exactly where it's gonna go, but it's gonna go right there. Okay. I think I solved it. Finally! My god. Okay. Let's pretend that these are 2s. I'm trying to get rid of digits in here, and I think this is gonna help. Because again, we know we can't have a 1-3 pair, right, because of this. So let's just pretend that these are 2s. This would make that the 2, which would make this the 2, right? And because we know that these are mirror images with each other, clones, if you will, we know this is the 2. Problem is, the only place a 2 can go is here, which means the 2 has to go here. But now you have 2 2s in here. Cannot happen. So, in fact, this cannot be a 2. We know for sure that there has to be a 4 in here. Oh my god. There has to be a 4 in here because it can't be a 1-3 pair because of this. So since we have a 4, and we already have a minimum of 4 right here, 4 plus 4 is 8. The only possible way you can do it is a 1. So this is a 4-1 pair, because that's 5, 4, 9. So this is a 9, and this is a 4. And from here, we're gonna start doing our thing. All right, so we know that this is gonna be the 4. This is gonna be the 4. This is gonna be the 4. Which has to be mimicked over here, which can't be right here, so it has to be right there. So that checks out. And this is the 5, which makes this the 5, and that checks out. Which makes this the 5. No, wait. Oh, shoot. Am I messing it up again? No! Did I mess it up again? Oh my god, did I mess it up again? Let's... hold on. God, this is horrible. This is horrible. I think I messed it up again, guys. I think I messed it up again. How did this happen? I feel like I feel like I did it right. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, it's so... I don't know whether I should wave the white flag or if I should go back to... Was it my 2 and 5 logic? It was this logic? I'm not seeing it. I'm just gonna put the 2s and 5s back in. Still checks out. Why is this not working then? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I confused myself earlier. I'm trying to reverse engineer like what I was explaining. I basically said that these two numbers are the same. I was just looking because it says like the 5-9, or this down there says 5-7-9. These can be different. For some reason, when I was saying, I was saying that if this is 7, let's just say, I'm like, it can't be here. It can't be here. But I stupidly said, meaning it can't be here because of that. So it has to be here. Like if this is 7, it would have to be there. But why couldn't it be there? Because it sure can. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't need to. Oh my god. So ignore all my logic, because I'm an idiot. Okay, we're starting from here. Let's do this again. Shall we? Alright. These are saying this. That means this can't be a 5. And this can't be a 5. Super. 5 could still go there. We also know that this is saying this, so that's not a 5 either. So 5 can go here. This carries over here. And yeah. Okay. So if this is a 5, that would make that the 5. 5 could still go here. Okay, so logic is still sound. In other words, that this whole thing that I did, like, I assumed that the 2 was part of it, and I mean, it still could be, just in a different order. I should have never said that that was going to be the same. I don't know what in the world I was thinking. I can go here. Just trying to make sure this checks out. Yeah, and 5 can go anywhere right here. So that works. This number right here, these two numbers right here. I don't know, we're just kind of proving the same thing, like these have to be different, blah blah blah. Let's be 279. Nothing, I don't think nothing's breaking it down. Yeah, nothing's breaking it. Okay. Can I still do the 2 logic? Let's try this. Can this be 2? Because I did like how we were doing like the 1-4 pair, because it kind of made everything flow. So can this be a 2 because of the 1-3? That's what we're trying to figure out. Can this be 2? This 2 is seeing the red, which is these. This 2 also is seeing the orange. So if this is 2, purple cannot have 2 in it. So we solve for the purple. If this is 2, the only place the 2 can go is right here. We're just gonna kind of save that in our head. So if this is a 2, 2 goes right here. So that means there's only 2 places where a 2 can go. Let's remember that. Actually, scratch that. If this is a 2, that would make this the 2, which would make that the 2. Okay. Because we know it's not in the purple, the only place it can be is here. Which would make it here. Which would make it here. We can't have a 2 right here. So where does the 2 go in here? It would have to go right here. But that would make that a 2. And we can't have 2 2s right there. Thus, if this is a 2, this cannot be possible. So no 2 has to have a 4. This is a 4. 1-4 pair. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, so we got to the same place that we did earlier. So this will help us fill in some digits. Hopefully we didn't break another thing. This would be 9. I want to be super careful what I do. Actually, let's fill things in before we start cleaning. Okay, so this is going to be a 1, 3. This is going to be 3, 1. We know that those 2 1s are seen right here, so this is 1. This is the 4. This is the 1. This is the 2. This is the 1. What the 3? This 3 could go anywhere right here, so I'm just gonna label it. This 3 is seeing this. 3 can go here. Alright. Perfect. Alright, let's clean some stuff up. Nothing broke as of yet. I'm a little happy about that. This is gonna be a 6. Actually, let's just do that. Because we put the 4 here, 6 has to go here. Which goes here, which goes there. That does make this a 4, which makes this a 6. Just like we were saying, the red and the green are the same, which we knew earlier because of our mistake, but again, I wanted to do this with logic, and it looks like this is logically going. Finally! Oh my god. Can't believe we're finally doing it. We're finally doing it, guys. I'm so sorry this is taking so long. Alright, because that 4, we have those labels there. This is a 4, and we don't know this one yet. This one is a 2-7, which makes this a 2-7. 6. Can't go there. Can't go there. Get rid of that. Okay, we know this is the 4 because we need a 4 in the pink or purple, whatever you want to call this one. This is a 2-5, so this means this has to be a 2-5 pair. Makes this the makes this the 4. So that's the 6. Actually, everything's kind of flowing, so yes, of course that makes that the 6. Alright, so this is a 2-7, so that's not the 9. 2-7. That works. Okay, 2-7. Could be either of these, so I'm not gonna mess with that. Okay. Well, that was freaking fun. So what have we learned? We learned to do things correctly, Michael. And everything's going great now. Have I got all the 1s? Yes. 3s are good. What about 5? We know the 5s have to be in here, which makes these gonna be 5. Something kind of similar happen over here. 5 has to go somewhere right here, which means it has to go right here. That means 5 goes somewhere right here. Wait, can it go here? Yeah, I can. Okay, so these can be 5. Okay. Can this be 5? That is the question. If this is 5, this would be 2. We can't have a 1 anymore. So we'd have to have a 3 here. Can't do that without the 1. So thus, this can never be 5. I was trying to see if there's any more like addition 1s here, but this is the only one. So this might be the key to the end. let me just make sure this works. If this is a 9, 9 would go here, which makes it here. Oh, check that. Yes, we finally did it. We did it, guys. Guys, we did it. We did it. Okay. If this is a 9, that makes this a 9, right? This has to be duplicated, but since the 9 is right here, 9 sees that, so 9 has to be in this row. There can't be a 9, but there could be a 7, which actually is this. So if this is a 7, oh, you know what? I shouldn't do that. All I'm saying is this is not a 9. Let's not jump ahead. I'm just saying that this is not a 9 because that doesn't work out. So this has to be a 7. That's what I'm trying to say. Since that is not a 7, 7 has to go here. And, oh yeah, that would have been a guess. Never mind. Thank you, Michael, for not being stupid and doing that. Okay, since 7 sees that, we know that this can't be a 7 anymore. Okay, so 2 and a 9. The 9 is either going to be in these two. It does work out here, so that's perfect. Okay. Whew. What we do know is the 7 sees that, so this can't be a 7. It's a 2, 9 pair. Oh yeah, and that checks out. Could go here. 2 and a 9. What about if it's a 2? 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh, yeah, check this out. Can this be a 2? Well, if this is a 2, that would see all of these. And this can't be a 2 because then there'd be a 2 here and you'd have 2 2s. So this is a 9. And I think that will help out tremendously. Because we know nine goes here. 8, 9. Okay. So we know this ain't a 9. This ain't a 9, and we know for damn sure we can't add a 9 to make a 7, so this is a 9. We still don't know those ones. Okay. Did we get all the 9s? I think we did. Sweet. This is a fun puzzle. God, it's just God. Sorry that that's taking so long. I thought this was gonna be a short one. Well, not short, but like I didn't think it was gonna take this long. But I did fudge it up really bad. Oh, here we go. So this 7 right here, obviously you can't add 7 plus other numbers to get 7. So this 7 sees here and it can't be there, so this is a 7, which makes that the 3. So this is the 3. And I was gonna say can I put the 7 here, but I don't think I can. No. Okay. 5, 8 pairs. Or it's gonna have to go here. Okay. But we know that that's not a 7. That's not a 7. We have a 2, 5 pair. Makes this the 7. So our guess was correct, but luckily, again, we didn't guess because guessing is bad guys. Because we saw how that worked out. Well, actually, I didn't think I was guessing. I was thinking that I was doing the right thing with the logic, but just got confused with all the numbers flying around. Oh my god. Okay. So I think this could be a 2. Well, I guess I should label it this way. This could be a 2. These can be 8, and then these could be 5s. Let's get rid of those digits so we can see it better. And how do you make 7 out of these? Well, if you minus 3 from 7, it's 4. So, yeah, 2 plus 2. So 2 plus 2, and it is the 5. Okay, so 5 is in the gray ones. So here we go, guys. Boom. And that all checks out. Well, guys, we finally solved the puzzle, and we did it with flying colors, right? Oh my god, that took almost 2 hours. Okay. We did it, though. We did it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I'm just gonna go dance now. It's happy days. No, I really did like this puzzle. I just I did some bad logic assumptions on my part. I didn't think that there were assumptions. I just kind of it was kind of hard to pencil mark this one, or at least like remember a couple things because of how many rules that were kind of flying around, and because of my assumptions, I just kind of broke it. But luckily, we were able to press the backspace and kind of say, like, you know, like where could have the possibilities of the logic breaking. And then the moment that I saw, it was this part, the moment that I saw that I assumed that the gray or the green one could not be the red one, and I was like, it has to be here. I'm like, why did I make that assumption? Because usually when I do puzzles like this, I usually label it a different color, and I do it the same color when I think that there's a possibility that it can be. But problem was, I was using, you know, these colors to do the columns, and I just got confused with all the madness of all that. In other words, my apologies. Freaking good puzzle. If you guys did the puzzle, you guys probably did it way faster than me, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Every other Wednesday I do another one of these puzzles, so you know, stay tuned for the other puzzle. Hopefully it'll go a lot better than that. But hey, you guys could have been laughing at me, and I'm here for the entertainment, so I'm glad that I entertained you. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.